Hey, this is Carla from the Butcher Babies.
This is George Corner Fisher from Cannibal Corpse.
Hey, this is Rex from Kill Devil Hill. It's Wednesday 13. This is Dad from Devil Derby.
This is Odorous from Juan. You're listening to Rabid Noise
on Rabid Radio.
Turn it up.
Hey, Juan, how are you, man?
Fine. How are you?
Oh, yeah, not too bad, dude. Well, man, thanks for joining us on Rabid Noise. First up, I want to say that Paco Aslan, if I've said that right, it hasn't left my car since it came through, and it's amazing, man. You must be proud as hell how it came out.
Really? Yeah, I'm proud of it. I mean, it's hard to, say anything about your own songs, but I enjoy it a lot, too. And it sounds a lot, more modern sounding than our last ones, being all rough, so it's a good thing. I like it, too.
It's definitely got a lot of those, classic Brujeria ingredients, but also sounds like you guys have evolved in terms of songwriting and the overall production. Do you think that has to do with the chemistry of the lineup you've got now?
Well, yeah, that, and we everybody's getting more experienced and older, and like, I want to sound like this, and I want to sound like that. So it's like, you throw everything together, and then you get a great guy to mix it, like Russ, and then you get something like we got out of this. It's like I was surprised that that we sounded that good. Usually, if you hear our old stuff, it's pretty rough and raw, in your face type stuff. That a lot of mistakes. Because what would happen in the old records is we just show up to the studio to record, but we have nothing written, so we just write and record the songs right there, and that's what you got. We never had time to get everybody together for like a month or, a couple of weeks to get to write songs. It would be like, we got 4 days to do a whole thing, and we just have to show up and go. So this record, we've had the time. We took the time and, no rush, and here's what we got. And I like the way it came out.
And it's been like, 15 years between albums, but, you've released a few singles over the last few years, including a couple of tracks that made it onto the album. When was the point that, writing really kicked into gear for you and, all came together?
Probably like about 2.5 years, 2-3 years ago, maybe, started doing the vocals, like recording them, like, not, final vocals on it and stuff. And that's when it pretty much, we got that going, then the rest just like flowed through. But then, we had to wait a year because Russ was mixing it, needed some surgery on his neck or something, and he was out a whole year. So we had to wait a whole year to get that done, and things like that were going on. So that was kind of frustrating to wait through that, but we survived it, and we're good to go now.
Oh man, it's awesome to have you guys like fully back in action. Like I'm stoked. I'm a long time fan, man.
I want to play live for you, man, but we just got to get down there.
Have you guys toured here before? Like I was in a debate with an old mate the other day that you had at one point. You have been here, right?
No. Brujeria, we've just started touring anywhere, like in 2003, and we've never made it down that far.
We want to see you guys down here.
Yeah, I'd love to go down there, man. That's like it's somewhere we've never been. I've never been there, so that'd be great to go down there.
You won't want to leave, man. You're going to love it.
Oh, don't say that. I want to go.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully it works out where we're there. I'm crossing my fingers that we make it.
Oh, man, me too. Well, you're actually going to be hitting the road with cattle decapitation, which looks like it's going to be unreal.
Right.
You're looking forward to, taking all these songs out and bringing them to the people?
Yeah, that's we love doing the live show, and it's we have like a, more of a show thing too. Than it's the music that's hard and it's aggressive and all that, but at the same time we have like 4 singers out there sometimes, and it's different. People, they like it. And a lot of people saying, like in Europe, like, I don't know what you're saying, but it's great, and so we like to try to pump it up, make it positive, try to get everybody energized and having fun. So. And with cattle decapitation and the bands are taking out there, it's going to be a good time.
And how many members are you going out with you this time? Are you taking the full crew?
Let's see. Pretty much a full crew. I think we're going to have like 7 or 8. Some places will have 8, like on the West Coast, but probably like 6 or 7 minimum.
That's unreal, man. It must be hard getting everyone together sometimes.
Oh God, yeah, it's impossible. It's really hard to get all the the musician guys together because they have different bands and they're all doing this and that. So sometimes we're missing one guy, other times we're missing this guy. You know, and we got like a list of subs that in case something happens and we just need somebody else, and it's, you know, it's crazy like that. But I mean, we get enough subs now that we won't have to cancel shows and stuff. So we're ready to go. We're going to tour it, and then like I said, whoever makes it, and whoever doesn't. So as long as the singers are there, we're going to go.
Awesome, man. Well, you know, as I mentioned before, man, for as long as I remember, you know, Brujeria has been one of those bands that has had a constant presence throughout the years, and that's had a massive impact on me.
Right.
Do you hear those kind of stories a lot?
Oh yeah, we hear. Everybody that hears Brujeria, they remember the first time they heard it. Oh, I was over here. I heard the song. What, you know? And they tell me the song, and they tell me where they're at. I mean, it's like everybody has that story. And then I started looking into it, and then the more I looked, the more I liked it. And, you know, finally something just destroys them, and you know, it's all because it's really unknown. It's really not like a public thing. It's not like everybody's thing. You know, you have to find it, and when you find it and you start looking, you're gonna be surprised at what you find. And you know, it's good. Good that some people like have something that, you know, they didn't know about. But it's right there, but they dig into it and find stuff they like. And this is exactly what that'll do to you. You'll remember the first time you hear it.
Oh, definitely, man. And, you know, as I said, you know, like, especially when I was in high school, man, there was, like, the hard-out metal dudes all were into you guys. Like, it was just a given. It was rad. And, you know, and as I said, I'm stoked to have you guys back in action, you know, hopefully touring down here. And, you know, I still think a bunch of pissed-off dudes in bandanas is a lot scarier than black metal bands in corpse paint or muff.
Right. You're exactly right. I mean, you come out there with the bandanas and the machete, and it's different. You know, the paint and stuff. Like, okay, you know, nice guys, whatever. But you know, we definitely. It starts off with we're scaring people the way we come out, but by the end, you're part of the whole vibe and stuff. You know, everybody is like one big, you know, band out there. Everybody's part of it. So. And that's what we like to do. I mean, if we weren't making people happy, we wouldn't be out there touring and stuff. So it's just a big old Mexican party out there sometimes.
It's like Jeff, who is like one of the funniest dudes I know, and you know, you guys get up there and it's just so brutal. You know, do you see a personal change in yourself or the other dudes as soon as you get up there? Like, you know, a little bit of darkness comes in.
Yeah, but they could be a little bit darkness, but as we go through the set, it usually becomes like a happy time. Everybody's happy and having a good time. You know, it's I don't know how to explain it. You have to go and see it for yourself. But you know, everybody ends happy at the shows. It's not like when you get some bands that like everybody ends like tired and and quiet. No, we get the people like it, and you know, people like what we do, and then that just makes the band happy and makes. It just goes back and forth, and it just makes it all a good thing. It's hard to explain. Definitely, if we're playing, you got to go. It's just something you can't miss, especially down there where it's going to be hard to get to.
Oh, dude, I wouldn't miss it, man. I'd be canceling work, anything. I'll be there.
Right on, yeah. That's metal right there, man. That's the metal we like, so good deal.
Have you noticed a lot of old school fans starting to, you know, bring their kids and introducing them to the band now and stuff like that?
Oh, yeah, all the time. I grandkids now. We're at the grandkid level. Like, this is my grandson. You know, it's like, okay, what happened to your son? He's over there. You know, it's like, yeah, we get a lot of that. That's a great thing. I love seeing that, too.
It just means that, you know, you guys are going to just keep going on forever and ever. The music's just going to outlast it.
Yeah, I mean, all the kids are singing the songs at the live. You know, they're singing along. They know the songs better than I do. You know, it's like, and they're young, so it's like it's going to keep going for a while at least. I could do nothing. I'm still going to keep going. It's
totally unreal. And of course, have you guys got, you know, ideas for a follow-up? I know you're just about to release the album, but you got more on the way.
Well, the follow-up is all depending on Donald Trump. If he wins the election, then you're going to see a record right away, a real nasty, angry one. So. But right now I'm staying calm. You know, I'm not going to get excited. I'm going to be calm and just relax, see what happens. But yeah, if he wins, then it's gonna be something quick.
It's hard for us down here.
It's gonna be nasty. It'll get banned in Australia for sure.
Oh man, if there's a will, there's way. But have you released a single, the Viva Presidente Trump. Have you been contacted by his followers? Did that ruffle a few feathers?
No, because the song is Viva President Trump. It means long live President Trump. We want him to win. We want him to win so we can go to war with him as president. I mean, we want to fight the right guy. I mean, right now he's nothing. He's running for, but if he wins, then we want that fight. So we want the song's about him. We want him to win so we could go to war with him. That's
an interesting sort of view on things, man. I mean, even for us down here,
I don't want to say kill him now. He's not president yet. I don't want to kill him yet. So let him do his thing and see if he gets there. And if he does his part, then we do ours. So he motivates us a lot, especially me.
I find that with a lot of bands, man, like, like Ministry and stuff like that, when there's, people want to stand up to these people, and they usually do it through music.
Right, yeah.
That fuel,
Yes, exactly. It's the right mixture you need to get that riff going. It's like, it's exactly, the whole point, and I'm glad that there's other bands out there that have their guys and that get them going, so, it's great. I mean, mine started with, I used to listen to the Dead Kennedys, Jello Biafra. I mean, he'd tell the story, and the politicians were always in it, and it's like, that kind of hit me big, and try to bring that along, too. Everybody's pissed. It's a great thing.
Well, man, I definitely hope to see you guys down here in the near future. Dude, thank you so much for taking the time to chat to us today, and all the best, and we'll see you soon, brother.
All right, thank you. See you soon.